Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another review for The Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 14, Episode 15, Not Michelle Obama. It seems that the people feel like Ross was aggressive, is aggressive. The consensus seems to be that we don't like it when the husbands step in and protect their wives or defend their wives at all. like for any reason, don't jump in. And I guess it's because we're filming a show here, and that I understand. I understand the fact that this is a television show, and when you sign up to do Real Housewives of Atlanta, you are going to be in the hot seat at some point. At some point, everybody going to be ganging up on you. At some point, you're going to be in the defense, you know, for some reason or another. So when the husbands are around, they are supposed to just sit there. They're supposed to just sit there and eat their food. And since they're new to this, I don't think that Ross understands that. And I don't feel like we should silence the husbands just because this is their wives' gig and, you know, they're the arm candy on this show. But we give them confessionals. We, you know, shoot scenes with just the husbands and all that kind of stuff. And so it's like I feel like when we're in a group setting, you coming for my spouse, I'm allowed. I feel like I'm allowed, you know. Granted, he stood up, and that alone, you know, triggers some people. Some people have been through things in their life. Kenya specifically, she's been in some abusive situations, and so that can be triggering. Although she wasn't triggered, wasn't scared, none of that. We're gonna get to that later. But I can understand the triggers that some people may have as when it comes to conflict resolution and people standing up over them, or people using profanity in an argument or a disagreement. I get all that. I get all that. But when it comes to this situation right here, we're not about to pretend like Ross was up here finna flip tables and start throwing drinks on people and throwing food. It wasn't finna be all of that. It wasn't finna be all of that. Now, I did read that somewhere. This might have been on YouTube somewhere, like watching somebody else's reviews in the comments. I don't know, but I read somewhere where he went off on production as well. We didn't see that, and so I don't even really care about that. Like, why y'all be bringing up that stuff, that behind the scenes stuff? We didn't see that. I didn't see him go off on no production. I didn't see him go off at all. He stood up and said, "Listen, we're not playing the game. I don't fuck with my wife." And he proceeded to walk out of there. The getting up was because I'm leaving. Not, I'm finna, you know, cuss out everybody at the table. Anyway, let's get to the review. I just don't like the criticism that the people are giving Ross, like he's just some crazed, you know, angry black man. He can stand up and say, "Don't fuck with my wife." Like, he can say that. Don't fuck with his wife. Y'all were ganging up on her. Now, granted, Ross, in these situations, you got to realize she can get it too. You know, like, she's not exempt from getting a dragon, getting red, all that. She's not exempt. She's not exempt at all. And if she's going to be on this show, then the two of y'all are going to have to agree that she's just going to have to sit there and take it. Or come harder. You know, defend yourself. She's not a child, you know. I feel like she should be able to go toe to toe and spar with words. But anyway, Ross got the table quiet, and like I said, he gets up and leaves, and Sonya leaves behind him. He says that he felt like she was drowning, and he wasn't about to sit by and let his wife, you know, just get ganged up on. He not sitting through it. Kenya, she proceeds to keep saying what she's saying. You know, she's making this a really big issue. This whole situation, she's making it an issue, and it's really not an issue. Candy want to know why they so upset in the first place, because didn't y'all have fun on the boat? And it's like, yeah, we had fun on the boat. Okay, well then that's where it starts and stops. You had a good time at the other thing she set up. You didn't get there on time. Kenya is adamant about, I called, she didn't check in on us, all of that. And it's like, girl, revert. Let me take you. Let me take you back. Let me take you back to the time you were the host and all your guests were hungry. And you came trotting by the pool with your crab cake all by yourself. But she's the one that's a bad host. And she's the one that should have been calling it. Girl, had the situation been flipped around, you would not be checking on nobody. You wouldn't be giving courtesy calls. For what? Because they should be there on time, right? Because you told them, right? They know you working, right? Sometimes I don't, guys, 15 episodes and she started showing her true self right up in here. Well, I should say she started showing us what we know her to be. And that's very petty. She can be passive aggressive, you know, all that. All that. King can be all of that. And she's playing right now. She's playing in my face. She's playing in my face because she knows that this is really not that serious, but we have to make TV, and so she's dragging this. She's dragging this as far as it can take her. Candy says that she interjects, and she tells them that it's clearly a misunderstanding. You know, sometimes we working, you know, and we can't get to our phones even when we have a break. You know, there's sometimes we just can't get back to you. That's just what it is in this, you know, line of work. Drew want to know why Sonya's so untouchable. She like, so we can't check her? So we can't call her out on her shit? Like, that don't make sense. Y'all coming for me? Why is she exempt from, you know, a dragon? She don't understand. She don't understand. And I don't think it's that Sonya's exempt. It's just she got somebody sitting right there that's not finna let y'all do it. Right? I mean, I wouldn't say, I don't know if Ralph has never been in the room when they be dragging Drew. So he ain't even ever around to defend her. But in this situation right here, I mean, it is what it is, Drew. Don't be mad. Do not be mad. I want to move on from this dinner. Yeah, that's about it. Because Sonya and Ross do come back to the table. And she gives them the, you know, the layout for the next day, what the itinerary is going to be. And they all head out. The next day, Sonya, she's back out early because she has, you know, some more filming to do with iFit. And until she gets back, she texts Marlo and tells Marlo that she's in charge. Why? I don't know. Like, you could have texted Candy. You could have texted. I feel like everybody would have been okay with Candy being in charge. You could have texted. She could have even really texted Sheree. Sheree is pretty neutral. She messy and be flip-flopping and flippy-flopping ass. She do that. But I don't think people have an issue with her. And so people wouldn't begrudgingly follow her around and do what she says. So Marlo wasn't a good choice. But she tells Marlo that she's in charge until she gets back. Sheree, we see her on the line talking. She playing. She's still playing too because, girl, either the fashion presentation gonna happen or it's not. And if it don't happen, don't you never bring this back up again. I don't want to hear nothing about She by Sheree ever. Ever. Don't call my house. Ever. Again. Don't call me. Don't talk about this no more, Sheree, because we don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. If this is going to be a flop, don't you bring this around here no more. Because why? Why is this always her stumbling block? The samples. Girl, who you going to for these samples? Because it's just some samples. Like, goddamn. The people they can't produce like a few pieces. Like, not even like 5. Like, we can't even get a solid 5 looks. This is disappointing. This is disappointing. She always on the line, stressed, making it seem like nothing is coming together. And it's like, so what are y'all doing if nothing is ever up to par? Like, come on, Sheree. Girl, don't play with me. Don't Don't play with me talking about it's not looking good right now. Anyway, everybody meets downstairs. Minus Sheree, because she will be attending the outfit production with Sonya. They show us where they had a conversation the night before, and she felt really bad, and so she extended an invitation to her again and told her that a car would be out there, you know, to pick her up, and it's not gonna leave her. It's not gonna leave without her. We're gonna make sure she gets there tomorrow. So Sheree going to outfit. We do see, though, that when she gets there, the girl wrapping up, she done finished up. She done walked throughout the trails, up the mountains and all of that. She done. She done. She wrapping up. But her car got lost, so it's really not Sheree's fault. Anyway, Candy and Kenya, you know, back at the hotel, they want to know why Marlo's in charge. You know, Kenya say, who puts this irrelevant, desperate, clout-chasing pedestrian? I said, not pedestrian. Pedestrian. In other words, streetwalker. That was hilarious. Okay, that right there, that there made me scream and holler. Kenya Moore. Instead of calling a bitch a whore or a prostitute, call him a pedestrian. Woo, that was a good one. Anyway, they head out, and Sonya and Sheree, they walking and talking, and Sonya, she knows that Kenya's gonna be upset about not being invited this go around, you know, again. But Sonya, I guess Sonya got Kenya on ice because she tired of confronting Kenya with things and being dismissed and all of that. She really ain't seeing it for her right now. She feel like they need to have a side conversation like she always do. She always want to talk somebody to the side. Anyway, production does show us the few times that Kenya has been shady to her. She hung up on her. You know, she was at her house calling the beef patties tortillas. Dry ass tortillas at that. She kind of been a little bit shady, but it's just a little fun hazing, not nothing too serious, because Kenya can be ruthless. I don't think she's giving Sonya that much to where Sonya feels dislighted. But who are I to judge? Who are I to tell that lady how she feels? Anyway, on the bus, you know, they're headed to their event without Drew, because Drew ain't gonna be able to make it. Drew and Ralph sit back home at the room. They in there getting champagne. When they get there, Sheree is waiting on them, and Sonya went to go change. They're about to have dinner. Kenya, when they talk about the outfit experience, because they're asking, you know, Sheree about, you know, how was the day, how was the experience with outfit and all of that, and she's just filling them in. And Kenya, you know, we go to her confessional, and she says she don't really feel a way about not being invited. It just shows her how Sonya, you know, resolves conflict. That's her conflict resolution, and it's just opened her eyes to that. They're eating, and then this bird poops on Manyetta's napkin, and then it's more, and it's almost like a rippling effect, because one start pooping, then another start pooping, and they all getting up scurrying. Candy gets up with her plate. Understandable, because we're not gonna let the rice and peas, the curry gold, the oxtail, the plantain, we're not gonna let it go to waste. And so she stands up and finishes her beef patty and rice and peas and cabbage, and I could go for some Golden Crust right now. You know what, there's this, I like Golden Crust. Listen, this is a sidebar just for a second for all of my Jamaican people. Do you guys prefer, I'm sure I know the answer to this, I'm sure it's the authentic Jamaican restaurants over Golden Crust any day, right? Because that's how I feel. Golden Crust is good, but it's a chain. It's a chain, and so we want authentic. I want to go in the Jamaican restaurant and the lady's rude as fuck. I want her to be rude, not cracking a smile, you know, looking at me like, are you gonna order? It's not even how may I help you, what you gonna have. They just gonna look at you. That's how I go, and that's what I want. That's what I want. That food finna be good. That food finna be good. If they not rude, I don't want it. Anyway, Marlo trying to get everybody to go by the pool. Let's go by the pool, and everybody looking at her like, yeah, okay, girl. Kenya sits right there and eats her food. Candy stands right there and eats her food. Bye, girl. Going on to the pool. Her little friend got the nerve to say the birds pooped on who they needed to poop on. Now, you better be quiet now. Watch that. We ain't asked you to say nothing. You just supposed to be along for the ride. Keep your comments to yourself. Okay? Thank you. Because then you're gonna be causing a beef, or you're gonna be beefing for no reason. You got to learn from the other friends of the shows, you know, who happen to be the gay man. You know, like Lawrence, or who was the other one? Miss J, or Kenya's friend. Now see, he learned the hard way. He learned the hard way about interjecting himself in the mess, you know. Learn from it. Learn from it. It don't work for Don Juan. It ain't gonna work for you either. Okay? We don't really like it when we don't really like that. We don't really just zip it. What y'all talk about on the off to the side, on the line, cool. But don't be getting up over here on this show trying to co-sign and throw your shade because your friend on here and you know she beefing with somebody. We don't know you. Keep it to a minimum, okay? Florist, sir. Thank you. I ain't even catch his name. See, that's how much we don't really know you. I'm not even putting your name to memory, sir. Just don't. Anyway, when they all finish, they do go out by the pool. And Kenya, Candy, and Todd, they go to the cabana. And the rest of them, you know, sit out by the pool. Marlo out there trying to poach Monyetta, get her on her side. When she's walking up, though, Marlo, she throwing shade. Oh, look, I guess Candy let Monyetta out. Now, why you got to give her all that? Because Monyetta is nice to everybody. She don't deserve to be shaded. Like, at all. At all. She wasn't even on that. She heard her out. You know, it was a few times when Marlo was really like sharing, you know, how she felt and all of that. And, you know, Monyetta was in agreement and nodding and all of that. But she got Candy back. She there for Candy. Now, make no mistake about it. That's Candy's friend. But Monyetta's one of those friends where I'm going to go hear this girl out. She ain't did nothing to me, you know. So, there's that. She feels like they can have a conversation, though. She feels like Candy and Marlo do have to, like, at some point, they're going to have some type of, you know, they have to come to a resolution about this because we tired. Anyway, Sonya, she finally shows up just as they're, you know, headed to the bus. And they take the bus on, I mean, down into the I don't even know, it ain't a swamp, but it was kind of swampy, you know. It's mud and, you know, it's rocky terrain. Wasn't an easy drive to where they were going. But they get there and they're gonna do the bamboo rafts, you know, where the man stands up. And sometimes you getting on the rafts, where what I've seen, because I've never been to Jamaica, but they give you the massage, you know. And I forgot, I want to say that's like shea butter that they use, that they rub on your legs and give you the massage, and you do the floating on the lazy river. It should look like a good time to me. But they're doing that, and this is when, you know, Sonya and Marlo are on a raft together. Candy and Todd, of course. And Kenya and Sheree are on a raft together. Of course, Sheree has to fill Kenya in on everything that she and Sonya have talked about. And Sonya is over there talking to Marlo. We all know these grievances are all the same. So Candy and Marlo have, you know, their disagreement. Marlo feels a way about Candy bringing up the boys in front of everybody. And, of course, she's just going to have a conversation with her about it. And Sonya is not really feeling Kenya right now because she feels like Kenya has been, you know, dismissive, and she's not really feeling the energy that Kenya's been giving her. And so they have to have a conversation. I'm bored, honestly. I'm really bored with all of them, with all four of them in that entire situation. I don't like that Kenya girl. And see, I said we was gonna get here. Kenya, when it came to Sonya and Ross, she turned on her Karen. You know, she turned into black woman Karen. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like how that made me feel. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Because we all know what she's doing. You didn't feel threatened. You didn't feel intimidated. Like, cut it out. Cut it out. When in reality, I mean, she got to the basis of the whole thing. You know, she's projecting her own insecurity. She is insecure about not having a man there to protect her. She said, she said all that to say, basically, I felt the way because wasn't nobody standing up for me. Like, and I'm glad you could be honest about that, but girl, don't be projecting that on people. Don't do that. Now you out here throwing out buzzwords, trigger words, talking about he's intimidating and he was being aggressive. Sheree was like, now girl, aggressive? I wouldn't say all that. He got up cussing and yelling. That's aggressive, right? People who don't do that. When some people cuss and then there's people cussing at you. You know? People talking and use cuss words. That don't mean that they cussing you out. That don't mean they cussing at you. They just use a cuss word in place of a regular word. Like, relax. Kenya knew what she was doing by doing that. I don't like that she did that though. Like, don't do that to your own people. You know, like, don't do that. Why did you do that? I don't like that. I don't. Not the black man, Kenya. Not the black man. No. And see, you didn't feel like Mark was aggressive every time he was running up in your face and breaking glass and tossing shit around. Was that aggressive? Kept taking him back. I'm glad she finally let him go though. And I'm so glad she didn't get pregnant by him or none of that. He was a disaster. He was a disaster. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad that she dodged that bullet. Anyway. We see Drew and Ralph in their room, like I said, having champagne. Kenya, she drops in on Drew. You know, they're about to go to dinner, and she says that she's not coming to dinner. Her foot's swollen. She can't really do nothing. She's in pain, and it's visibly swollen, so she will not be joining them. Mayetta, she drops by Candy's room, and she tells her that she talked with Marlo. She said she kind of bonded with her, and Candy said, "Fuck y'all bond." She said, F all that. I done been there, done that with her. She ain't gonna do nothing but turn around and be back to what we don't want, full circle. So forget all that. She does that. That's what she does. Anyway, they all get to dinner. She had everybody dressed in green, the colors of the Jamaican flag. But I want to say most people just stuck with the green and the black. Did anybody have on anything else? In yellow? I don't remember. Anyway. Marlo and Candy come in there in the same shirt, the same Alexander McQueen shirt. It's just that Candy's was green and Candy's was black and Marlo's was green. It was a cute little top. Kenya came in there like, damn, I saw that. I was gonna get that. I was gonna get it in black. Girl, don't talk to me about what you was gonna get. I can't stand it. I mean, it's okay when you wear when you know you're wearing something and somebody else has the same thing, but why do some people feel like they gotta mention it? You know, like, oh, I got that dress too. Oh, I got that too. Okay. I would have known that when you just wore it, and then I'd be like, oh, that's cute. We got the same dress. Great minds. Like, it's weird. It's weird. But anyway, Sonya, she wants everybody to go around and talk about the highlight of the trip, like what was their best experience. And I was thinking, the highlight? This trip was laying here, honestly. Like, you working half the time, trying to be in and out, doing too much. Not really able to host because you working. You done set up no events, no excursions, nothing. You know, besides a little lazy river ride. Okay. And then only a couple of them went on the boat. Girl, this trip was a bust. I mean, I guess it was relaxing. They ain't do nothing. Like, they normally have a lot of fun on these trips. They normally have so many different activities and excursions and doing stuff. It's just, girl, we went to around there to your childhood house. Cool. Went to the Sheree said the highlight for her was going to the stadium, I guess. Wasn't nobody even there to show me no trophies or nothing. Excuse me. Y'all just out there on the track running around. So was it really a visit? Was it really fun? I don't know, man. I ain't see everything. You know, they don't show, excuse me, they don't show us everything, but girl, you want some praises for nothing? She want everybody to come go around the table and tell them how much fun they had on her trip. Girl, no. It wasn't that much fun. It was just a little yin yang yang around the house. Honestly, they could have stayed home. Them people can charter boats. they can get on a little boat ride. You know, they can do everything that they did. They can do it here at home. Besides the little lazy river. I mean, unless you want to go to Lake Lanier and lose your life. We don't have that here, but I mean, sign your girl. Next time, if you get it next time, I want something. We want better. We want better next time. Marlo thanked Sheree for cheering. Yeah, you cheered me on. It was so fake, y'all. It was so fake. She thanking her. Thank you for sending me that video. It was just encouraging me. The way you were cheering for me and cheering my name. It was just so encouraging. I just want to thank you for that. Bitch. Girl. Okay, girl. Whatever, girl. Ooh, she's so full of shit. Full of it. Sheree opens the floor for Marlo to talk to Candy. And it's a very, you know, nice, nasty type of interaction. They have their little back and forth. It's not really a back and forth, like, because nobody's angry or anything, but this how I felt. Okay, well, this how I felt, and then this why I said what I said, and this why I said what I said. You know, all of that. And then Todd just says, well, next time, just leave me the fuck out of it. And then here come Marlo. See, now you're cussing at me. I'm like, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Again, did he cuss or did he cuss at you? Like, he just cussed, girl. He didn't cuss at you. Just leave me the fuck out of it. That ain't saying, bitch, leave me the fuck out of your motherfucking conversations, you dirty dog ass. That would have been cussing at you, but he ain't do none of that. It's just flat out leave me the fuck out of it. You heard what he said, girl. Leave him out of it. Anyway, the girls are just sitting there, and then Sonya, she leaned back. So Kenya, no, she said, what she say? I got to do it right, because she was giving tough girl. So what's up, Kenya? What's up? What's up, Kenya? Y'all remember when, damn, what was that? What? I can't remember what show it was I was watching. And there was a debate on whether or not this person was aggressive because they did something very similar. It was like, so what's up? What's up with it? You know, that's code for you ready to fight? Are you ready to fight? Kenya's like, you, girl, what's going on? You sound like a dude right now. What's up, Kenya? What's up? She want to know what's up. Like, I guess she's saying, what she's trying to say is, you got a problem with me, so I heard you got a problem with me. You got issues with me. Let's talk, you know. They had, she didn't really want it with Kenya because this was terrible. This was so embarrassing to watch because she wasn't ready. She wasn't ready. She couldn't articulate what her grievances were. And Kenya's just, she won't let Kenya talk. She's doing the very same thing to Kenya that she felt Drew was doing to her. Not letting her speak, not letting her get her words out, not letting her articulate her feelings and all of that, not validating her feeling, all of that. Sonya was doing all of that. And Kenya finally was just like, so what? I mean, girl, what did I do to you? Well, you hung up on me. Okay, well, we got over that. So besides that, what is it? Okay, let me think. Everybody said, oh. Girl, please. Candy was like, you not ready. You wasn't ready. You can't be here ill-equipped and ill-prepared. Nah, girl. She looked crazy sitting up there trying to, let me think. Girl, no, you got to be on your toes. You trying to do this back and forth at the table. Y'all know what that gives when we get at the table. When we're all together and you trying to confront one of the cast members, the fan favorite at that. You want to try to, you know, go toe-to-toe with her. Girl, you can't be sitting up there talking about, let me think. Poor thing. Just sitting up there looking cheap. Anyway, afterwards, Kenya tells her, you know, like, I don't have no problem with you. Like, I like you. You're my kind of girl. You're very articulate and well-spoken. Like, I love our intelligent women. And so that's Aquarius in general. Like, what do they call that? They call that something now. Like, they really have a label for it. People who are attracted to intelligence. They got a whole label for it. I can't remember it right now, but I get that. Same, girl, same. It's something about the mind. Anyway, she asked Sonya, so, bitch, you bought me a cake? Nah, girl, she ain't buy you no birthday cake. Once again, Sonya was looking cheap because she didn't know what it... Damn, should I have bought her a cake? Yeah, you should have did a little something for the girl. It's her birthday. Even though they ain't there to celebrate her birthday. And I don't even think they're going to be in Jamaica when her birthday rolls around. But yeah, no, girl. No cake. Anyway, that's where it ends. But then we got to come back. Just a quick drop. Marlo says that she and Candy did make up at the airport. Apparently, the KFC in Jamaica is to die for. And so Marlo had to get her a bucket and bring it back to the house. Candy was walking through the airport. Is that chicken? And so they done made up over a bucket of chicken. Candy says she lucky I love chicken because I was done with her ass. I said KFC. Oh, I'm not eating no KFC. I felt like KFC was more for the counterparts than it was for us. I feel like Popeyes is ours and they have KFC. At least that's how it is around here. Cause ain't nobody, I'm not seeing none of us up in KFC. Now we wrap the line at Popeyes, but I've heard that. I've heard the chicken is great overseas. You know, I've heard that, in Jamaica, you know, the Caribbean islands, their chicken, their fried chicken, their KFC is good. Just like I've heard that Popeyes is better in New Orleans than it is anywhere else. And I've been to New Orleans a few times and I still never get round there to Popeyes. I mean, everything else, all the New Orleans cuisine, don't never stop through Popeyes while I'm there. I'm sure the biscuits are still dry like every other Popeyes. Now, if they don't have dry biscuits, then they on to something. Anyway, I made myself a little hungry. I gotta go work out though. Gotta go get in the gym. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.